Welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Prussian campaign, and we're looking at the last video here today because we're facing off with Napoleon and his armies. I'm a bit unhappy that we didn't get the town to join in as reinforcement on Napoleon's side, which means that we're gonna outnumber them 2 to 1 actually, given the troops that I bring in. I'm not entirely sure. It probably wasn't necessary to bring in Guinea now as well. So the main reinforcement is going to be the Saxon army. And gonna do like this, I think. I don't think we're gonna need the cannons either. They're not gonna be that important. No, this is why we're gonna do it. There. Boom, like that. And for Guinea now, we're gonna do a similar thing where we don't want to bring in the general. Instead, we want to bring in, I think we'll bring in the Fusiliers first as reinforcements. Probably gonna need the cavalry as well. So like that. I don't expect we're gonna need more from either army. But there we have it. The last battle, somewhere around here, we don't know. We're gonna face off the Spanish first, and then Napoleon is gonna try to come to the Spanish aid. And that's it. Depending on how quick this goes, we might go ahead and continue on to the city. But really, after Napoleon is gone, it is over. And we will have won this battle. Or this war, I should say. With that said, let's go ahead and apprehend that little Corsican general, Napoleon. Not a very spectacular battlefield. It's almost completely flat, and there's a big forest in the middle, which I definitely would have liked something like a town or something like that for the last one. But this could prove interesting. I mean, it's so flat. There's no features whatsoever besides the forest. Anyways, let's go over my deployment. So the light cavalry is on the left, the Polish lancers and the hussars. Then continuing through here, we've got the Brandenburg Brigade, cannons of Jaegers, Jaeger Battalion, and then we have the Silesian Brigade, and then furthest out here the Grenadiers, followed up by the medium cavalry, the Dragoons. So with that, let's go ahead and start. And I think we'll be bold and make mistakes and whatever, and go ahead and advance. It's gonna be more interesting if there's high casualties throughout this last battle. We're gonna go for make this as interesting as possible. And most importantly, I think, is we're gonna try to not kill but capture Napoleon in the way that we're gonna kill him. But since he's immortal due to how the game works, we're gonna count it as him being taken captive if we're gonna shoot him down here on the battlefield. The fact that we don't have any features is kind of not really playing in favor of my artillery, because I can't place them high enough to fire above my troops. So I think we're gonna bring them forwards actually. Which is also another one of those things that can go really wrong. The Spanish had tons of cavalry, and something that I really lack throughout this is strong cavalry for most of my armies. Which is just the fact, I guess, that the Prussians don't really get any strong cavalry until the very end, those guard cavalry. Might move them forward over there. I can see French forces moving through here. It seems like they kind of stuck here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Napoleon as he watches the reinforcements moving in. It's interesting how he's I guess, oh yeah, because he's they're not of the same nation. That means they can have both. Oh yes, that is, even though, okay, so we got a bloody cavalry charge going on. Jaeger Battalion. Ooh, that's not gonna go well, is it? Right, we're gonna slow down here a little bit. We're gonna take the Silesians, make a line with them, and we're gonna tell the Jaeger battalion just to retreat in line with them. Grenadiers will pick up the pace. We're gonna set them there, and the dragoons gonna move to the side. Given that the enemy is coming on straight at us right now, shit. Jesus Christ! There was a murder attempt on the life of Blucher by this Jaeger group. Bloody morons. Right, spread out formation up there. That's gonna be nasty though. The enemy could easily just ride through there. But I don't think they will. Blucher will move over to the left as we've got some Spanish cavalry units, Spanish dragoons, riding all along the line here, getting shot. That guy tried to capture the flag of the 6th Brandenburg unit, but it didn't really go too well for them. I think we're going to form this one into a square. And I think the rest we will hold in line just because the enemy is going to break itself on top of us. Right, back to normal speed. We can put Blucher in the square actually. Lots of Spanish cavalry. Oh, we've got some Spanish dragoons trying to break the square. Got volunteers it looked like, and we got something else here in the forest. Provincial militia moved into the forest. It's gonna be hard to root them out though, just because they're in the forest. But otherwise it's a pretty crap unit. Voluntarios probably gonna get absolutely shredded once the Jaeger battalion get going and the Silesian Jaegers. I want to scout out a little bit more, see what Napoleon has. We're gonna move the light cavalry into the forest over there, and then I think the Brandenburg battalion will move a little bit like that. And now the cannons are in place, and we've got kind of an opening going through there. So we will be organizing the cannons accordingly. And what I think we'll do is, well, I guess the rest of the Spanish army is here somewhere in the forest. And then we're gonna Napoleon and his troops. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of cavalry. Light cavalry will redraw, put themselves slightly behind the line. That's a lot of French units out there. I'm thinking we're gonna have the Jaegers integrate with this side, because we're gonna move on either side of the cannons. And then now I want to get rid of that provincial militia. So I bet we'll rout it with the Silesians as they're gonna move really close here in the forest. You can really see the whites of the eyes of the enemy. Well, not really, they didn't get that close. They're turning. The Grenadiers are gonna come close and they're gonna destroy them. Right, we got another Spanish unit moving in on its own. Getting shot to pieces. What does Napoleon bring? There's tons of heavy cavalry, lots of cavalry moving. Could see some sort of cavalry charge going in. Got some really good line infantry moving up as well. See if he brought one of those, which I think is a Polish unit. Let's see where it is. There it is. Yes. I don't think we've seen these guys before. Pretty cool. Okay, we got more Voluntarios. The Jaeger battalion is too good not to use against those bastards. I think what we'll do is we'll go in a bit more against the Spanish. We'll try to completely get them out of there, and I think we can advance the cannons to be behind the lines. I really want to get out of the forest. Oh, what happened here? I completely missed this. So my grenadiers moved straight into Spanish cavalry, bayonets drawn, and they pushed through it. However, now I'm gonna form square. But my grenadiers, damn, I did not notice that. But my grenadiers just marched through and broke down Spanish cavalry. These guys dismounted. Let's see, the French are making a play against my light brigade. They're hitting the Polish lancers. The hussars will move up a bit. Yeah, they're gonna break. You don't have to worry too much about that. Really don't like this bloody forest. Silesian move like so. Damn, the grenadiers. It's the East Prussia grenadiers. They just tore through the Spanish like they're nothing. Like, if I can get you guys to just push through. Oh, it's the Regiment of the King. Regimento del Rey. Which I think means king in Spanish. Bloody stupid forest. More French cavalry is moving in. Now it's actually not going too well there on the flank. Especially for this unit. Rally. Hussars will move in. You know what? We'll inspire this one. Make sure it holds. And who is this? Marshal Ney! The fool. Ah, shit. Form square! Form square immediately! Marshal Ney and a bunch of cuirassiers charge in. He brings in his heavy cavalry. No, see if we can kill off Marshal Ney. Who is this? Marshal Ney was killed. Attacking over here with the cavalry. Making a frontal charge. Somewhere over here he lies dead. It's an absolute mess over on this side. And if we go over on this side, it's not actually looking too well for some of the grenadiers. Just because they're attacking the square and they've got... Let's see, what do we have going on? The cavalry is breaking down. The Spanish put up quite a fight. If I go close here. Dismounted Spanish cavalry. Well, just that guy didn't put up much of a fight. The stupid forest.
Our men are running, sir.
Should have moved around it. Right. One of my cavalry units is giving way. Dragoons march through there. I need to get the Spanish out of the forest. Right, my light cavalry is not doing too well. It was the Polish. And I think they were killed to a man almost. The square is holding. I think we'll might move these guys back a bit. Who's that? Marshal Ney, the remnants of his unit. We'll close in with the Silesians on a cluster of Spanish troops in the forest. And then we'll make another closer move with the Grenadiers. Prussian Dragoons right into fire of the Grenadier unit. The Agrupados. Or whatever that. Agrupados. Dragoons can move in through the back. To kind of not at all actually attack there. That's a horrible idea. I'm gonna have the cavalry move back instead. And it seems as though I'm finally gonna be able to break the Spanish here in the forest and we can move through. The forest is so thick that it covers the Spanish troops so well that even though they have kind of crap units, the Triadors are pretty good. But the others, And I mean, they've got really militia units and stuff holding up 2 of my brigades. How is this possible? 2 of the grenadiers will turn to face the remnants of enemy units. Okay, Napoleon is kind of lining up his troops, and I definitely need those brigades. Right, we're gonna deploy the cannons. Move into line. Jaeger battalion. Gonna put you on that flank. We're starting to get reinforcements from the Saxon army. And I just noticed what my hussars doing up there, and especially fighting so many French troops. Pull back. So now I made a line here, which is nice. With the cannons ready to bombard. We got another Spanish unit turning up to aid the French. Come on, push the Spanish out of the forest.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running? Ah, it's the hussars. I was worried there. What are my cannons firing at? Firing over there? That's stupid. I want you to fire canister. As we do kind of have a massive amount of cavalry coming our way. Trying to break through the center. Blucher will retire. Because he kind of worried here he's going to get run over. It was a weak center, but I think we might be able to hold on still. Okay, looks like the French are now moving in full force. And I needed to get these Spanish troops out of the forest yesterday. Reman the oh, it's not the cannon crew actually. We kind of need to reman those cannons, given that the French are moving up in line. French line is coming on. And I don't actually have that many troops fighting over here. Bloody stupid forest. Okay, let's see. Well, now we're starting to push them out actually. Silesians. And redraw the Silesian line as such. No, the Grenadiers as such. And then we've pushed the Spanish out of the forest, which is just in time as the French are now making their approach. I want that second cannon back. I really want to rally that, but that looks not like that's going to be the case. And a wonderful cannon shot there by the crew of this stupid cannon. I want canister, because we've got kind of a big amount of, you know what, get these cavalry units here today as quickly as possible. Okay, we've got that, so Grenadiers swing out. Now the French are coming to full force here. Okay, if you could turn the cannon and fire at that veteran line, which promptly stops seconds before. Oh my god, are you serious, cannon? You were gonna not fire. I mean, they're loaded and come on. There we go. Open up massive holes in that French unit. I mean, my center is really weak and the French can break straight through it. Shit, they're trying to go through there. Blucher will move over. Try to shoot this one down, if you please. The French are attacking the Silesians. Canister was enough to send them away. Now you can pick your targets at will. Prussia moves over to stabilize this side, pushing heavy fire into the side of the Silesians. Gonna move them like so. Now we're gonna get a third there, and then you there, and then Grenadiers that way. And we held. There is Napoleon. Where is that? Ah, there they are. Saxon Cuirassiers. Make way for the Saxon Cuirassiers. Black flag, gentlemen. I'll shoot any man that has pity in his heart. For Napoleon. Saxon Cuirassiers ready to open up the center. Could the cannons possibly... Okay, you're fucked. Then we're not gonna bother with you then. Saxon Cuirassiers make their charge. Which was a bit underwhelming. I was hoping they would move just straight through everything. You know what? Blucher versus Napoleon. Who's gonna win? We're gonna inspire Blucher. And Blucher rides first, right up to Napoleon. Napoleon, I see you on the battlefield. Surrender, you dog. Right then, right next to each other. Oh, now they're even crossing swords. No! Bloody hell, Napoleon just sent Blucher away. And the Cuirassiers are stuck on that. Ah, and now Napoleon's retreating away. He's escaping. Infantry to the front. Stupid cannon. Worthless bastards. Right. Forward. Silesians out of the forest to the front. Grenadiers, you're done with yours, so move like so. Napoleon is still there though. You know what? I'll tell the cannons to like charge something. And then we'll re-establish them on the cannons. And maybe that will work. I mean, Napoleon and Blucher was right there, crossing swords. I mean, I even boosted Blucher, but somehow I still lost. You know what? If I win this one, but I'm not able to defeat Napoleon, he's probably gonna retreat towards the town. If there's room in town, to be said. Then that would be pretty epic, I think. To fight a second battle against Napoleon. Where is Napoleon right now? Ah, he's behind there. He's lost another bodyguard. Last, though, that we didn't. Okay, move forwards to aid here. Shoot those guys. Before that line cavalry comes to strike the Cuirassiers in the back. You know what? Target the artillery. Ooh, look at that. How did you guys make it that close? Heavy fight here, the Silesians versus the Voltigeurs. Got Voltigier right there. Oh, I did not see through the smoke, but there was a cavalry unit right there. However, it wasn't enough. It's the Cuirassiers that were broken. Maybe not so much of a surprise. We do, however, have the Saxon Chevalier that's now turned up. And there isn't actually that much left of the enemy. I thought maybe that was Napoleon. Junipero Maldano. The Spanish general was killed. Another unit runs, and that time it's the 11th Grenadiers. Form square. Is it... It's Napoleon and his crap over there. Hold fire. Where's Napoleon though? Has he retreated? Saxon Chevaliers charge. This is more what I kind of charge I wanted. I should have rode through the cannons and all the obstacles before committing to the charge. I think Napoleon is escaping somewhere. Let's hold. Quickly here. There he is. He's lost some more bodyguards and is now leaving the field. Which means that we need to follow him to the town and destroy him there. Right. Blucher survived, and so did stupid Spanish general. Turn the guns around! God damn it, quickly! His bodyguard is moving this way. Fire the guns, if you please! Oh, he stops right in front of it. Right, they were a bit unsure what to do there, and there they go. Whoopsie-daisy, Mr. Spaniard. Right, victory was achieved. But it was a costly victory. That forest, though. That really cost me going through that. I should have moved around it something. Right, we're gonna play this until we bloody well got that little bastard Napoleon. So, let's go ahead and end this battle and see where we need to go to defeat Napoleon and the rest of his force. Right, and here we have the statistics of the battle. So we deployed, as I said, about 2 troops for every 1 the enemy deployed. We lost 1,200, which was more than usual, but then again this was heightened numbers of troops. The enemy lost 3,000, 1,400 still remaining. Kills. Gerhard von Blucher killed 3 of Napoleon's bodyguard before he was sent off. Highest killers though, Silesian Jaeger Battalion killed more than the cannons. 500 people they shot. So that one is really deadly. Cuirassier Regiment, which is kind of surprising because it didn't join until the last part of the battle. Killed quite a lot. Cannon, Grenadier, and so forth. We'll look through the units. One of the things that I'm seeing here is the East Prussian Grenadiers. Did I lose the entire units of those? Which I don't see, because there would still remain... I think that's what's missing. The Hussars, there were only 12, and then the light cavalry got really screwed there. If we look at remaining troops, the ones that really have low numbers, yeah. Let's see, the Spanish moved back, Napoleon moved back. Hopefully it will be enough for them to actually reinforce the town, or the town will reinforce them. We can't move on them though. How long has this video gone on already? Okay, I guess this is the first part then, because I need to end turn. And I guess we'll split the end battle into 2 then. To be 2 videos, which is gonna be a little bit annoying because I'm gonna end turn, and that means then a bunch of navies and other stuff, and the Spanish gonna attack me here and there, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. But I think, yeah, we're gonna... I was hoping this would be the last video, but no. Napoleon managed to escape, and we didn't drag in this general, which doesn't even have a name. So that's a bit annoying. So I guess there's one more video then, which means, yeah. Anyways, as I said before, or as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!